Good evening, gentle and lady men, and welcome to the all-new Moderate Fanatic YouTube channel. We're going to have a lot of fun on this channel, and stay tuned to the end of this video for a little bit of introduction about this particular channel. Now, on the review board today for the very first video is the Roma Galleria 1003 Briar Tobacco Pipe. Now, it is short and sweet, an excellent beginner briar. It is a beater briar. It costs $39.99, so it's an inexpensive beater briar. Good for an introduction to briars. A lot of young kids begin with a cob from the tobacco store and all that, and they have their place. We're going to review some of those later on. But right now we're going to review this simple little briar, and let's take a quick look at it. All right, it's got good, this is the 1003. It's got good thick walls. You can see it's been heavily used. I've got a little bit of charring on the top from just so much use, but it has a fairly short shank. What I wind up having to do is cut about 1/4 inch off of my filters when I do filter it, and for aromatics you pretty much want to always filter because they have so much moisture. But it's got a standard acrylic tip, pretty standard for most mid to low end pipes. This is a low end pipe. It is a beater briar, but it is the most solid beater briar I have ever seen. I've smoked Dr. Graybows and such, but for $39.95, this is a great pipe. It's got nice thick walls. It smokes good. It doesn't hold moisture. It doesn't get much of a break. I'm pretty heavy on it. I smoke Virginia in it. It holds up to the heat of Virginia very well. It holds up good to Kentucky, and I also smoke English in it quite a bit. It does good. It treats all tobaccos well. I don't smoke many aromatics in it. I smoke aromatics mostly out of cobs, but when I do smoke aromatics in it, it seems to handle them well, and it doesn't leave much residue. So again, it is a beater briar. It is inexpensive. It's easy to take care of though. The bowl is nice and deep. You can get a full load of tobacco in there. It looks kind of small on this camera, but it's not a mini. A lot of times lower priced briars will wind up being a little smaller. Roma is their beater briars seem to be pretty good. I have a crown pipe that I'm going to review later, and it just doesn't hold up to this particular pipe. But this is a good beater briar, a good beginner's briar if you're looking to get into them. I have zero complaints about it, save for the slightly short shank. Now, it is not specifically labeled for 6mm filters, I don't believe, but a 6mm filter will fit perfectly. You see I have one in there now. A 6mm filter will fit perfectly into this pipe. Actually, that's not a 6mm filter. That's my own filter that I make by hand. I'll also post a video about that at a later date. But today I am doing the Tai Lopez, and I'm shooting on my iPhone because the camera I bought my wife 10 years ago is obsolete. So today I'm shooting on my iPhone. I will get some better filming equipment at a later date because I really want to do a bunch. I have several dozen tobaccos I want to review, and we're going to review those later. But for today, simple. I know this is a crude video, but I just want to let you know if you're interested in the Roma, let's see if it'll focus, the Roma 1003. This is a perfect starter briar, or if you're a 50-year veteran, it's a great low cost but high quality beater briar. You can see it's just they have finishes on the Galleria series, but I bought the unfinished, just sandblasted, because that's what I like. Especially in a beater briar, there's no sense in having... Now, a beater briar, if you're not familiar with that, it's just your cheap briar you test new pipe tobaccos in, maybe carry around on vacation if you don't want to take a $600 pipe to Mexico or Jamaica or something. No offense to anybody down there, but you know how it is. You lose stuff on vacation. And this is a great briar for vacation. Again, I think I already noted the good thick walls. This will hold up. I mean, conservatively, I figure with proper rotation, etc., etc., I figure I can get 20 years out of this pipe very easy. You don't see that in many $40 pipes. I mean, I watch guys go through Dr. Graybows. Again, guys, I apologize for the shakiness of this video. I'm just filming by hand with the iPhone. You don't see many $40 pipes that you can expect to get many, many years out of. And I just do believe that this pipe will hold up for, I said, potentially 20 years. So, again, this is just a crude makeshift video almost, but don't hesitate. If you're wondering if you're a beginner or if you're a veteran pipe smoker who's just looking for an inexpensive pipe that you don't have to, have the fear of the Lord of losing, this is a perfect pipe for you. I will continue. I want to buy a collection of these, to be honest. I plan on buying probably 3 more to have a nice full rotation. But this is, in my opinion, the very, very best pound for pound low end briar you're going to find. I just cannot think of any lower end briar that will beat the Roma Galleria 1003 in this particular bowl shape. And it's great. It's held up well. I have smoked it for about 6 months now, maybe a little more. And I've put, like I said, I've put Virginia through it. I've put Cavendish through it. Not much burns hotter than Virginia. I use this primarily for smoking English and Virginia Perique in, but it does well with aromatics also. And it seems like it came carburized from the factory, so you don't have to break it in. A lot of lower end pipes, lower cost briars, you do have to smoke very carefully for the first month or so until you get it carbonized real good. This one came pre-carbonized and is ready to smoke a full bowl right out of the box. That's another bonus. Like a Dr. Grabo, similar price, low-end briar, you don't get that. You have to carbonize it yourself. This one is ready to go for a full bowl right out of the box, and it holds up very well to every tobacco I've thrown at it. I have 29 different tobaccos right now. I did have 32, but I've got 29 different tobaccos right now. I've thrown most of them at it. Virginia, Burley, aromatics of all kind, Danish and American style Cavendishes. It just holds up good. I can see no problem in this. Now, so if you've been wondering about this, if you've seen it, like on pipesandcigars.com, for example, which is where I bought this one, if you've seen them, don't hesitate. Especially if you're new to pipe smoking and want to try out a decent briar, or, again, if you're a veteran looking for 3 or 4 good briars that you don't have to just absolutely fear to death of losing, this is a great choice for you. So check them out. Roma Galleria series, inexpensive but high quality. They punch well above their weight. I would gladly, after owning this pipe for I think 6 months, maybe a little longer, I would gladly pay $70 for a pipe of this quality. I said it's hard to tell on this sorry iPhone video, but this is a very well made pipe. Good thick shank, bored well. Got a little crown here that centers up your stem real good. It's not a struggle to get the pipe stem centered in it. The acrylic stems, sometimes on a pipe your acrylic stem wants to jam up. There are some other brands I can mention where that happens. This has a nice crown drilled into it. Looks like a muzzle crown on a rifle. The stem goes right in it. So yeah, check that out. Roma Galleria. This is the 1003 models, the model number. An excellent series of low cost but very high quality for the money briars. Now, a little bit about this channel. We're going to discuss quite a few things. I'm looking forward to getting some things going here. Of course, this is a new YouTube channel. All YouTube channels have to start out with crappy, low quality videos. Looking forward to getting some better recording equipment, making higher quality videos with better sound and video quality. And we're going to discuss quite a few things. I'm going to review, like I said, I personally have 29 different tobaccos. I want to review tobaccos, review pipes. We're going to talk history, maybe some religion, some politics, current events, all sorts of things. Get into various, talk maybe about martial arts. I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I'm a martial artist. I'm a pastor. I'm a pipe smoker. It's one of my favorite hobbies. I love to fish. I've done a lot of hunting in the past. I don't hunt much anymore, but we can discuss that as well. Looking forward to a lot of things with this particular channel. I'm in college now for history. I'm a history major. Almost done with my bachelor's degree. Going to move on to grad school. Looking forward to that, and I think we're going to have a good time on this channel once things get rolling. Of course, as I said, this is a new channel, new video, crude video, but I'm looking forward to stepping up the game and stepping up the quality as we go. So, for now, we'll stick with this. Roma Galleria 1003. Have a good evening, gentles and lady men, and I do not have a catchphrase.